What is going on, coolest? We got some good news. Right now, there's two big European clubs that want Ferran Torres. And it's good news because we know that Barcelona desperately want to get rid of him. He's not in Xavi's plan for next season. And out of all the other players that are not in his plans, Ferran Torres will bring the most profit to the club so that we can move on to our new signings, because right now we know financially it is not looking good at Barcelona right now. We cannot move anything. Now, these two big clubs are Aston Villa and Newcastle. Aston Villa are more interested in him. Unai Emery, the Spanish coach that used to coach Villarreal, he wants to sign Ferran Torres after signing Paul Torres because he thinks he would be a good addition to his team. Both of these clubs have been trying to open talks with Ferran Torres, especially Aston Villa. But the issue is Ferran Torres does not want to leave. But what I don't understand is he based his whole failure at Barca last season on a foot injury. So basically the reason why he failed last year was because he had a foot injury. And when they asked him why he was never called to play for Spain in the Nations League, he said he's going to use that as motivation. Clearly he's not good enough. He didn't play a good season. So they didn't believe in him, right? I mean, we were all watching. I myself wanted Barcelona to give Ferran Torres some more time after his first year spell. The guy has been in Barcelona for 2 years. They've given him enough time. At Barcelona, Real Madrid, any big club, 2 years is a lot. Between 2 years, you should prove enough for them to keep you. Ferran Torres has not proved anything for them to keep him, even on the bench. The guy is not consistent. In the first place, it was a mistake for Barcelona to even buy him. He would play one good game out of 10 games. That's the kind of player he is. And if you've watched him play, I've watched every Barcelona games this season. His biggest issue is he's not made for big games. He shakes under pressure. He cannot play under pressure. He misses big chances. He misses the most simple passes. And I don't understand it because he has talent. He's like the typical Spanish player. He's technical. He's a good player. But mentally, he's never there, bro. He's never there. He would have a great game against small teams. So like if Aston Villa purchased him right now and he's gonna have to play against Manchester City, and Aston Villa has to, play a game that keep them in the top 4 to qualify for the Champions League of next year, he's the type of player that will coast in these games. But he could well succeed at a club like Aston Villa, Valencia, like where he's from, where he was good. But I just don't understand why Barcelona spent 65 million on Ferran Torres when we were still struggling financially. Clearly, there's something wrong with the kid, and Guardiola saw it, and Barcelona were just naive. And I don't know why he doesn't want to leave. Why don't you want to leave? Barcelona clearly don't want you. They have Dembele, they have Rafinha. They're not going to play you anyways. Why don't Ferran Torres just leave? They're not going to play him. He plays on the left wing. They would rather play Gavi on the left wing, who is not a left winger. And they also have Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is less likely to be sold. I would prefer them to keep Ansu Fati. So I think Barcelona is going to try their best to sell Ferran Torres, and they should, because in 2 years, he's not a player that's been injured. So there hasn't been no excuse for him to not perform. So let me know what you think of Ferran Torres. If you think he deserves more time at Barcelona, let me know. Me personally, he should leave. I don't see any reason why to keep him anymore. Let me know if you think a move to Newcastle or Aston Villa is a good move for him in the comments. If you like this video, subscribe, leave a comment. Peace, God bless.